mic wasn't on. It is now. Sorry about that. Good morning, Patrick. Hope your Saturday is starting off well. Try that. Yeah, that might work. And give me some room to show me with the opening the rows and then what I got on the scope. Yep. Sorry about that. I always cut it off when I end the stream in case something's still running and don't want to have conversation to broadcast after the stream unintentionally. So I always seem to forget to, man, that's a pretty toned one. What you got on your plate today, Patrick? It's almost a floating roof. I've got a box of pennies. Nickels. I'm gonna start next, and I'm supposed to have 2 Kennedy albums, 64 to whatever, and then from there to current that I got from eBay that's supposed to be in today. So I thought it's 10:35. Surely we'll probably be a couple hours on anyway. I kind of hoping just to stream till Pa starts or close to it. I do need to go to the store though, and then during that time start redoing my little Kennedy album. Yep. Well, you can hang out here if you want. Coin Crew put up their auction video for the weekend for Sunday. Be interested to see how that goes. They've got a one of those 5-ounce quarters, the Parks quarters that's in the box with the COA. I've got a couple, 2 or 3. I was interested to see what they raffle for. Rob said he was going to come back in today. I'm not sure what, when I said in the morning, what his idea of in the morning was. I didn't get up till about 9. About 9, and then cooked breakfast and made coffee, cleaned up a little. I hope Pa has some good luck today. Those boxes have been tough here lately. Southern Metal found 1840s in his hunt the other night. Avard had 16 of them in his box. That was a good box. What's your latest acquisition for the albums and stuff, Patrick? Scratch and Go Crazy, how are you? Well, good Saturday morning to you. We're just gonna kind of hang out here until Pa's stream starts this afternoon, or till an hour or so after 12, maybe 1 o'clock. Hope your Saturday is going well. Oh, thank you. I like case knives. I like my little case knives. Each box to go. Okay, well, good, nice. I've been doing a fair amount of the eBay auctions, and what I've been doing is just going on with the coin I'm looking for. Some machine doubling on that one. And I just click, the list, and I sort it so that it shows the ones ending soonest. And then I'll keep a big watch list on the ones that I'm interested in. I'm sorry, Scratch and Go Crazy. I hope you're getting the proper care to see to that. Yeah, health is a shaky thing. You can be clicking along doing quite well, and it doesn't take but one small event to upend your world. I complain about the cost of insurance all the time, but I'm so thankful to have kept a job most of my life that had decent insurance. You can't say enough about it. Oh, nice. Well, so how long have you been finished with chemo? I'm assuming you did all that. Did you have to do some surgery? My wife had to go through breast cancer and a thyroid scare, but so I know the journey. I haven't had to endure it myself, but it's not much, it's not easy for the caretakers either. I'd rather be the caretaker than the cancer patient for sure, but It's a hard journey either way. It will take a while, I would think, for your body to readjust after all that chemo treatment and stuff. And we'll be thinking about you. I appreciate you coming in. Everybody says this is a nice relaxing stream, so just come on in and relax. That's odd how that damage happened along the numbers like that. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that white blood cell count is a sure indicator that something's going on. I had kind of this a similar ordeal years ago. They found a mass in my chest and didn't know what it was and started doing all kind of tests, and finally went to a lung doctor, and he said that it was either lymphoma or sarcoidosis. And he finally went in and had to go in and do like an exploratory surgery to determine which it was, and it ended up being sarcoid. So that in itself can be bad, but I've always had it now for many years and have been asymptomatic. So not to say that as I age it won't catch up with me, but for the moment I'm good. So they thought you had it, and then the test showed you didn't. Do you have it in your family? Oh, there's a wheat penny. Be the 5th one we found in the box. Been a slow go for wheat pennies. Let's see what it is. Yeah, infection. Yeah, infection can really mess with you. So wheat penny, 57. All of the ones we found have been 58, 57. We did find a 45 yesterday, the oldest sweet penny in the hunt so far. So we did find something today. they've been having a lot of finds in these nickel boxes that I've got. I bought it from Pa. He shipped it to me from Pa's spare time, and they have been finding a lot of Indian heads and war nickels. So hopefully we'll get some good stuff. This will be the second one I've opened though, and the other one wasn't that great, but you never know. That's why it's called hunting, not getting. But we did find a wheat penny in those rows. Yeah, if you got somebody that lives in or maybe you do, I'm not sure where you live at, but up, close to the Canadian border, if you can get somebody to get you a box of pennies, it can be loaded with Canadians. Don't think we found a Canadian penny in this hunt. We did find a couple in the nickel box, I believe. Bottom of that B and E there a little bit. Could be machine or damage doubling. I look back at this Strike It Rich with pocket change book is what I look at to check some of this stuff. It's got most of the big hitters in it. I found a Canadian nice 1921. It was a King George penny in a box, and it was in great shape. The 95 that's so desirable is got major doubling. Let's see if we can get that blown up a little bit. Hey, babe.
Hey, if you get a chance to watch the SEC Now
on
the SEC Network,
right.
It's really good.
Okay, cool.
I think it's replaying right now.
I'm streaming.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I'll watch it at some point, though.
They interviewed several players, 4 from Georgia.
How are we doing on the COVID? Is everybody still in?
Knock on wood, nothing's been mentioned. But they interviewed 4 from Georgia and 4 from Alabama.
Yeah.
It was really good. Really interesting. Apparently Saban wore a new leather jacket off the plane last night. And that made a big
splash.
Yeah, it's like one reporter asked every one of them about it. I'm like, really? You don't have a better question than what Saban's wearing?
What Saban wearing? He is now a fashion mogul.
Well, I mean, it's cold. He grabbed a leather jacket. Get over it.
Oh, me.
It was good, though.
I guess maybe it's a good thing if in a game this big, the best they can come up with is what your leather jacket
Well,
looked
they
like.
had all kind of questions, but it was interesting. And to hear the focus from our
I'm
guys.
trying to look up the doubling on this 95 penny. Is it a D or a P? It's a P. And I think that's damage. It's hard to tell on some of them though.
They'll have coaches on tomorrow morning.
Yeah, what?
They'll have coaches on
Oh yeah, yeah.
Herbie and Nick tomorrow, side by side.
Well, you know that's going to be pretty vanilla because they're not
It'll
going
be
to.
interesting.
They're not going to bash each other.
No, they're friends. I mean, but it'll be interesting.
All right. Well, I don't see anything matching up on that, but that's stuff you want to look for when you see that doubling. You want to make sure you check it out really well. Because it could be machine, it could be damaged, but it could be something else. You never know unless you check it out. I use Variety Vista, and that the penny book or the coin book I showed you, it's got a lot of good information in it. This was a 92, so we'd be looking actually, and the P and D have the possibility of having a close AM, but that's obviously a wide AM. Haven't ever found a close AM. I've got one 2000 that is a wide AM. Another 82D large date. I'm trying to find some zinc 82D, and that's a zinc large date for Shelley Lauren. That's a large date, and I've found 2 or 3, but haven't really found a really nice one yet. So I'm trying to continue the search. That's the 2. What is that one doing in there? It's a 2002. Yeah, penny boxes. I mean, you know, I don't know what kind of effort you put into to getting them, but I wasn't having any trouble getting pennies and nickels. And I think thinking back on my issue, I had a bank that was letting me get nickels and pennies, and then I thought I was doing things in a manner that would be the easiest, as far as the transaction goes, because I would basically just, I had gotten some boxes of pennies from Pa, and I was searching those and rolling them back up, and then I was taking that box to the bank and just swapping them, just a straight up swap. I got a box full of nickels, I'll trade you for a bankroll box full of nickels. And so, it wasn't like I was taking money, coinage out of their inventory or anything. And then it was going along fine until one day they cut me off. Still don't really know why. I asked them about $50, and the lady was, "Oh yeah, sure, we can order you a box." So I went and ordered 2 boxes, and was waiting on them to come in, and they were going to call me when they came in, and when they finally called me a day early, so I was excited, and they called me to tell me that they couldn't do coins no more. So I don't know. I think I could be happy if I could just find a box that would do nickels and pennies, and maybe just once a month get a box of halves. Hey, James Eller, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Doing the last few rows of that penny box I was working on last night, and then I'm going to start nickels. And if we're still on when the mail runs, I may start plugging holes in a new Kennedy album I got. If the mail brings it today, it's supposed to be in today. I've got my Kennedys in just a regular row.
There's one of those bites,
Yep.
honey. I blocked him.
We both got him.
Oh.
Thank you. I haven't, the last 2 days, I haven't had a single one.
Crazy.
Yeah, we're doing all right for the new year so far. Hey, Armando. Yeah, that's me too. Just looking through some coins. You found anything? A box of quarters? That's nice. I haven't done quarters. I need to see if I can just get me a few rolls of quarters one day before long. Because I enjoyed going. I was, when I first started, I would just see if they would let me get, and they were. I was getting 10 rolls. They would let me have 10 rolls of anything. So I was getting 10 quarters, 10 nickels, down the line. And I found a lot of stuff in quarters. This is a floating roof on this 69, but it is it's in crusty shape, but it is a floating roof. Let me see if I can get the whole roof on the scope. That one doesn't really have any hardly hint at all of the columns under it. But it's not in very good shape. Oh, nice. 2000. We were talking about that last night. One of the other ladies on the stream has been looking at a lot of quarters of late and hasn't found any W's. But you know, it seems like in the western part of the state is where you find those. Am I right on that? Are they more prevalent out there than they are? I'm not going to keep that one. It's not in the best of shape. Are you in Texas, Armando? Am I right in remembering that? William last night was telling us that the W quarters in decent shape are selling for $22 a piece, or value, not selling necessarily, but he kind of talked like that was the blue book value for them. Missouri, okay, I'm sorry about that. But do they find them more like in California and those areas than we do in ours? In our area? So I'm not even real sure where the West Point Mint is. Cinematic Stacker, how are you? If you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate if you could give us a subscription. And if you're new to box hunting, pause spare time. We'll have a stream today starting at 2 o'clock where they'll be doing some box huntings if you'd like to watch some of that. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Yeah, $10. That's not bad return on a quarter. I haven't tried really to make any push to put those kind of things together. I have never found a W quarter though. When I was doing the 10 rolls here and there, I don't think I ever found a quarter. I found excuse me, Spitting Horse and a few of the Die Crack Nebraska 2015, I think the year for that. Quarters, Leaky Bucket, and the double pump in the window. I found a really nice example of that. Oh, nice. Oh, that sucks. How you doing? Sorry about that, Shelly. I did a 30-minute schedule for the stream so that give people a chance to see it before I got on. But it's all good. We did find a wheat penny, another wheat penny. That was a 57, I believe. That's the 5th one for the box. But aside from that, found a few 69s. I found a floating roof, one that looked pretty good. the coin wasn't in that great a shape, but it was clearly a floating roof. But I didn't keep it because of the condition of the coin. No, I don't think I've got any. I don't know. I don't have any W's that I've found, and I don't think I have any flipped. I'm trying to finish my V-nickel album and do some of that stuff. I haven't really gotten off into the quarters yet. We did have a bot come in earlier, Shelley, so if you're in a position where you can watch, they are popping in. But no, Armando, I haven't started on the W quarters. Okay, all right. It works. Seems like all the commands are working today, so. Okay, I'll do that. I'll trade you. I've got plenty of stuff to trade. If you would like. Dimes, war nickels, Merc dimes, silver quarters, SLQs, red pennies. We can work a trade out if you want me to. I'll mail you a envelope with my address on it, and you mail me a quarter. That would be a good work. If you ever come across any V-nickels, I need 7, I believe, to finish my album, and they're the harder ones to find. So, and I don't really, I plugged holes, but I've got a pretty good album going. So I'm trying to find some that have at least, part of the Liberty or Liberty showing on the crown and some detail on the back. So. For most of them, they're not so expensive in a better quality that you can't. Well, my email's right there on the screen, is it not? I tried to put it up where everybody could see it. My email should be in the bottom corner there. Shelley, is my email, or Allison, is my email in the bottom left corner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Armando, my email is in the bottom left corner there, brother.
Shelley put it up too.
Huh?
Shelley put it up in the stream.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that.
Oh, I better wait till 3 o'clock for football.
Oh, now you gotta wait till 3?
Yeah.
Well, you'll have an hour to spend with Pa.
This other stuff. I guess I ought to be thankful there's football on today.
Yeah, you need to go back if you haven't and comment on Pa's video.
Okay.
Make sure you get the right one too.
Oh,
Pa's got a lot of good giveaways today. if y'all are interested. And what he's got going on his stream. He's celebrating 1,500 subscribers, so pretty big number, big deal for that channel. He's come a long way. So he's doing a lot of cool giveaways, mom and pop pennies, and actually a mom and pop box, I think, at the end of the stream. I appreciate Armando. That's what I like about the coin world. Spear coins. I might have missed that one. You'll be my first email on my new email account, Armando. If you send me an email. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, Armando. Yep. Hudson and Pa. And that's his grandson too, by the way. Hudson and Pa. You want to go to Oklahoma in the spring, hon?
Maybe.
They're having a coin show. All the coin stars are going to be there. I bought a few mint sets from you one time, Armando, on Everyday Opportunities channel. I've actually got one of your stickers. Armando sticker. So unless you have some new stickers, yeah, I'm talking about the Oklahoma show. I don't think it's anything I would do. It'd be a fairly long trip for me. But you never know. You never know. What month is it now? It's in the spring, is it not? Oh yeah. Actually, I'm off the week before that. So that would be the weekend before the week I'm off, I believe. I could probably, let's see. Yeah, I'm off the 15th. I should be off the 13th through the 21st. So if I could back it up to a couple more days there, could fit that in. I don't know. Something to think about. Probably won't happen, but so did they change it from August, Shelley? Okay. Yeah, I thought I had seen. Hey, Muscle Shell. I thought I had seen that it was in May. Good thing you brought it up, Armando. That would have been bad. You would have missed it. Okay. All right. Yes, originally in August, now in May. Okay. All right, Armando. Thanks for stopping by. Be careful out there. It's supposed to get up to 60 to here today, so it's going to be a nice day here today. Severe weather possible tomorrow, but that's kind of the way it goes. Nice, okay, good deal. I mean, I'm already off a whole week, so getting 2 or 3 more days probably won't be an ordeal. We'll send you something on Discord because we were talking about that. Something to do. Too. We were bumping around ideas.
I think my new keyboard comes today.
And my wire ties. Did you order those together?
I did.
I think.
Oh, they're all coming Monday. Smart.
Today?
Monday.
Oh, okay.
All that's coming Monday. The wire ties and the keyboard.
Hey, William. How are you, buddy? Necessary evil. Not really. Found a floating roof and a 57 wheat penny to be the number 4 or 5, I think actually 5 for the box. Not very many wheats for the box, but it was a find. The floating roof was really dirty. You might even say nasty. I got it set off. I got it, marked and set off to the side. Variety Vista doesn't show anything for the 77 year for the penny, front or back. You alright, huh? She's watching all these YouTube channels about the upcoming game, and
I'm watching a diamond painting
Oh.
streamer, and she's trying those magnification glasses that we got.
oh yeah, yeah.
And she oh, it turned around and looked at the camera, and her eyes were like saucers. Oh, she's kind of duh anyway, and it was just really funny.
One of them things.
She looks so goofy.
Jim Cantor, how you doing, buddy?
Oh my gosh. That was really funny.
Started laughing. I was like, breathe, hon, breathe.
She looks so goofy. I love it.
That's my wife cackling over this video she's watching.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, I agree. I've got it set back. I'll take some pictures of it, William, and put it on my Discord and get some community input on it.
Now something's making noise in her wall.
And
She's
we'll
so
see
goofy.
what Stan Horn and
Goofy.
some of those, maybe Southern Metal, will take a look at it. Hey, Rob Wenzel. We do have bots coming in, so the people that I've got modded, watch out for them. I'm going to get
Okay,
away
Lord.
from the practice of modding everybody. I hope nobody's offended by that. I had to unmod everybody when was working on the bot yesterday, so I know that anybody that I might need on a day when nobody was in here that could step up and be a mod, and I appreciate y'all doing it, but I'm going to limit the number of mods that I have so that kind of be a streamlined operation. Yep, we had one come in earlier, and for the last 2 days I haven't had any. I didn't get a single one. I was kind of feeling bad. I mean, Yeah, Copper Owl, he set up a score. He set up a score for his so that he could keep up with how many they killed. There's Copper Owl's got a comment video up for Sunday's hunt, if anybody would like to get in on that. He's trying to get to 400 subs. Gina is trying to get to 700. And Pa is at 1500, but the last time he streamed, if that counter that he keeps up is correct, he had 1508. So we need to get him on up squarely in the 1500 range so he doesn't get taxed by YouTube. It would be nice to see if he could get on up above 1500 squarely. Five more rows of pennies before we start the nickels, and about an hour till mail run before we start the Kennedys. Scared me for a minute. I looked at the AM and it's close, and I couldn't remember if I was looking at a 92 or a 98. It's actually a 94. So I needed to look at the columns on the 94. There's a DDR that you can look for on the left side, right side of the memorial. In between the last column, there'll be a doubling for the column there, if you can find one. Okay. He does have a lot of information on his channel. Shelly, if you'd like to find Coin Help You YouTube channel and post a link to it, he does do a lot of informational shows, and he has a store too. He sells coins, and he has a coin shop associated with his store. You know, it sounds like you guys could deal with the snow, but how do you deal with it when it's sunny the next day and it melts and then freezes back? You know, that's, you end up with just a yard full of ice. And remember, we were at my mother-in-law's house for Christmas several years ago. About 20 years ago, actually. And I had started walking out to load the car, and they had an underground spring under their house that when it rained a lot, it would come up through the crack to the carport. Hey, Spicy Fox. And it would literally run down the sheet down the carport. We
Driveway.
got down to up and down the driveway, and it got down to about 18 degrees that night, really cold, and it froze that water, and it was like black ice. I didn't see it. I stepped out on it, slipped down, and knocked myself out. I mean, my brother-in-law looked out and seen me sprawled out on the driveway.
I watched you do it.
Did you really?
It scared me to death.
Oh, I didn't remember. I didn't know if you
I was
just
standing
seen it
at the big
or.
window and saw you fall.
But I don't remember any of that Christmas.
I don't remember the whole Christmas.
I lost that whole Christmas. So I got presents twice.
You got them like 50 times that day because you asked me all day long about getting that shotgun. Or rifle, whatever gun
It was a shotgun. It was that
was.
Winchester
Yeah.
shotgun at 16
Yeah.
gauge.
You asked me all day long, did I get a shotgun?
Well, that's got to be damage. That E to be so much bigger than the rest of the words. I went a few days afterwards. He said it was just a good thing I hit my head. Could have hurt something else. We're doing well. Sweet. I don't have any of Gina's newer stickers, but I'm gonna keep a few stickers out here to advertise for people while we're hunting. We found 2 or 3 2009s in this box. It hasn't been loaded with them. Hey, Monkey Metal, Monkey King Metals. there's another wheat penny. What's it gonna be? Probably another 50s. $58D. If that's the 6th one that we found, and we've actually found 3 now, I think. 2 or 3 in these last few rows, so they heated up a little bit from what they have been, which is nice. Let's say 09 in really, really bad shape. There is a double thumb, I think, DDR on the 09s you can look for. Well, I'm sure that did, William, and thank you for your service. Four more rows of pennies before we start the nickels. The mail may run before I get to the nickels. Yeah, I didn't look and see what meant that one was, to be honest with you. It was in such bad shape anyway. I think there's several different varieties of that, Jim, if I'm not mistaken. There's a 59. It's the oldest possible wheat memorial cent. would be really valuable if we could find a 59D with a wheat sent back. An uncirculated example, $48,300. This is a P, so it really doesn't have any errors in the book listed. But the D has several. And there's a what they call a mule wheat reverse, which is a 59D with a wheat back on it. You find one of those, you got some money. You find one of those, you could move your retirement up a year. It wouldn't get you retirement money, but you could move it up a year. Oh, I can imagine, Rob. I can imagine. I hope they would have helped him to better adjust. We almost sent my son to a boarding school. We never did do it, but we entertained it for a little while. It was him and my daughter sang in a state choir they had to audition for that was stationed in Tuscaloosa, and they sang all over the nation and in other countries, and but there was a prestigious school of music. Where was that school at, Allison?
I don't remember.
I think it was in Pennsylvania or somewhere. It was up north. That auditioned after one of their concerts here at town, and my son auditioned, and they loved him.
They courted him for several months.
Huh?
They courted him for several months.
Yeah, they kept sending us stuff, and trying to convince us to send him up to that school, and of course they wanted us to pay a hefty tuition for him to go, but we couldn't. I don't know. In Europe they do that fairly often. I may be in my ignorance saying that, but it seems like it's a pretty common occurrence to send kids off to a school in that type of situation, but not so much over here.
I work too hard to have kids to send them somewhere to be raised.
Yeah.
It just wasn't gonna happen.
How far away will he be, Rob? Oh, well, sweet. Yeah, nice. That's good. And I'm sure that will be a huge boost to him in being in a place that is used to dealing with that type of disability. I know, we're getting there. Countdown has 2.5 hours away.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm
You
sorry.
still get to go see
Yeah, well, and so the question I would ask is, it would be tough on you guys, I'm sure, and it is going to be for him not to be home, but it would probably also be detrimental to what the school's trying to do if you visited too often. So what are the visitation rules and stuff? Do they want him to have a time to not have to, deal with the parents leaving every weekend, or
Depends on how upsetting it
would there be a period that they want him to get acclimated before you guys start visiting?
Oh, that's so tough. I'll be praying for him.
That would be so tough. I mean, you're obviously doing it because you know that's the best for him,
Yeah.
but
Doesn't make it easy for me.
no, can't see it making it any easier. Rob said, I remember Rob would, when he'd give him some of his old Morgan, he would throw them around the room, roll them around the room.
God bless him. I should be praying for him. That's tough.
Y'all will appreciate this, Rob, you and Nicole. After Earnhardt died, all of his memorabilia went through the roof. And I had a friend of mine that I worked with. We were both he was a lot bigger collector. That's a wheat cent there. You can't hardly see it, though. It'll be tough getting a date, maybe. No, it's a 56, but it's in tough condition. Anyway, and he had a ton of the Dale Earnhardt 124, the small collector's cars and stuff like that. And he had a really young son that got into them and saw toy cars and started opening them and rolling them across the floor. And he came in and he didn't make such a big deal of it. I mean, Earnhardt was still with us, so while they were collectibles, they weren't hugely on the money side at that point, but it was, and then like 2 weeks later, Earnhardt died. See, we can come up every weekend, but the teachers and I agree it would be best not to go too often so that he can concentrate. Yeah, I agree with that. I would agree with that. Not that I'm any kind of authority on that, but it would make sense to me. There's the Paul's cabin in bad shape. Man, these 09s have been trashy in this box. So let's see what this wheat penny is. I think it's a 56, or it may be hard to see under magnification. It may be easier to see with a scope. No, there it is, 54D. But man, it is crusty. It is crusty, but it's another wheat cent. I saw the wheat leaves on the back, the 1 cent actually, when I turned it over. So Pa's Spare Time's coming up shortly. That will be tough, Rob. I'll be thinking about you guys. But if he can go and experience that and come away with it better, that it will be worth it in the long run. Yeah, or something. It didn't look good. This is 09 I found just now, and it's in cruddy shape, so it's going back. 09D, it's the presidency, I think. I never can remember what the ones after the early years are called. I don't think I've watched him very often. I'm assuming that's another coin show. There you go. Nice. That would be cool if you could win a couple of those mom and pop penny rolls today on Pa's stream. You could set those back and open them when he gets home. If I win a set, I'll give them to you, Rob. Or send you a couple rolls or something. That would be cool. Yeah, that's right, William. That copper would conduct just stick a copper penny in it. You need a fuse. Over in the paint shop where I work, they had a rat getting in a fuse box and knocked the power out to the paint shop for about 4 hours. Shorted the box out. Yep. That's that dirty 09 that I'm not keeping. And 97 has a doubled ear you can find. Maybe you can find. I can't seem to find one. How old is he, Rob? What's been wrong? Oh, with the giveaways, James? Is that what you're talking about? Mine hasn't either. I don't remember the last time I did a giveaway, and the boxes that I bought in on have sucked big time. I did find some silver in my mulligan box with Southern Metal Thursday. My mulligan ride-along. I don't know if Southern Metal will want to keep doing that after last weekend. He's been doing mulligan boxes, but he's not giving people a whole box for themselves. He's allowing you to choose one of the box. He will be 6 February 7th. Oh, my son's in February. His is February 26th.
28.
Yeah.
26. No, February 26th.
Yeah. Three more rows, 2 more after this one, and we can swap to nickels. And I'll go check the mail in about 30 minutes.
What are you waiting on?
I bought an album for my Kennedys, like the ones that I've got up here. I found a really good deal on them on eBay. Because you have to have 2 albums for the complete set, and it had both of them for under what they were going for on the Whitman site, and with free shipping. So probably saved about $10 or so on the set. He likes gold coins, Jim. Hey Keith, how are you doing, buddy? Coin Crew's got an auction tomorrow. If anyone's interested. That was some good goodies you had showing on there, Keith. I'd be interested to see, Coin Crew, Keith, what that 5-ouncer goes for. I've got a few of those, and I've always wondered what the value was on them. Pa's spare time. Oh, we're good, Pa. I got your sticker up there. We've been plugging for you. Just hope you have a successful stream today. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. That was certainly nice of you to do. I know you're busy today. Got some machine doubling on this 72. I don't think Pa's ever going to have any spare time. Oh, nice, Jimmy. Keith got some good things on auction if anybody's interested in being a part of that Sunday. Keith, what time do y'all start on Sunday? I think it's 4 o'clock, but that may be their coin roll hunt. Their coin roll hunt on Wednesday, I believe, starts at 4. And I want to say that your auctions start at noon, 2 o'clock, something like that on Sunday. All right, thanks, Keith. Thanks for dropping in. 12 o'clock tomorrow. Auction starts at 12 tomorrow. I'm looking on Variety Vista at a few of these doubled coins. Thank you, Keith. See you later, buddy. Okay, I'll look at that next, Jim. Oh, good shot. Good shot. I didn't see him come in. This one has some of the elements of some of these doubled letters. It's not strong doubling for sure. I think he said he was 6, William, up above there. For some reason I'm having trouble scrolling on the chat. Does anybody else have an issue with that? It's been on every channel I've been on.
Yeah. Well.
Are you too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
you can't use the thumb wheel. Can't use the thumb wheel anymore.
That's odd.
You can put your cursor on the bar and hold it.
Move it on the bar, but not
And it'll jump up there.
Not
but
the wheel. That's weird.
it's not, yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
So I don't guess this is actually a double coin, but it does have some elements of doubling on it. That doesn't just strike you right off as being machine doubling. So and so how do you tell if it's a rotated reverse? Do you just flip it straight over and it, you know, it should be oriented a certain way if you do that? Because this one looks dead on. So is that how you would do it? You would just put the front straight up and then just turn it straight over and it should be oriented the same. Oh, it hurts my back hunching over this table. I'm gonna take a second and get me something to drink. I'll be right
I'd like
back.
a Diet Mountain Dew.
You would? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm back. Oh, that's cool. I'll start looking for that. I didn't know that. Okay. And that's on the 72. That wasn't a bad coin. It had some good color to it. Allison made a new hat, Shelley. She's 2 rows from finishing on
It's a bucket hat.
a bucket hat.
Trying to make a rose go on it.
One more row after this one. And we'll move on to some nickels. Another hour and a half till polished string starts. Although I could really probably go to the store for that to start. But I'm in the comments, so it won't hurt if I'm go to the store for a little while he's getting going. He's going to need a lot of the mod there today. He's going to be by himself, so doing 8 boxes by yourself would be a busy time. He did get permission from Stan and Avard to edge search 2 boxes, so that'll help some. Bo Palmer, did you sneak in? Yep, I see you. How you doing? How are you doing? Got one more row of pennies after this, Bo. We're going to start some nickels. As soon as the mail runs, I'm going to, if they bring my album, I'm going to work on Kennedy album for a while. Although that may be something I do while I'm watching Pa today. Rob knows how to use a bandsaw. Give me a second, Bo, and I will make a command for your channel. Bo had some return from PCGS. That were really nice. If anybody wants to take a look at his channel. Bo sent some of the 2021 in for grading. You're welcome, Bo. Last roll. Empty box. I have to do a little welding at work on some of the stations that I work. If the robot misses a seam, we have to hand apply it. There's another wheat penny. Can you see it? Maybe not be clear enough right there. See what year it is. '53. We hit the 50s pretty good. 57s, 58s. There's the 53. We had one in the 40s. This one kind of been through the mill. could. It was probably the dishwasher may have just finished. Shelly, it beeped when it goes off. Oh, I didn't know you phrased it that way, William. If it was my grandfather's coins, I don't know. If it was my own collection, that would be a different. That would be a different way. If it was one of my, I don't know if I could sell it. Although $680,000 or whatever that number.
Oh, you could sell it. Oh, yes, sir.
Whatever number you had put on that.
680. Yes, sir. We could sell it.
Well, he said I thought it was if it was your own collection, and I said, heck yeah, I'd sell it to and then retire and get to start over, get to start over
even
collecting.
if it was your grandfather's, you could sell it.
But anyway,
that much money.
Yeah. I don't have but maybe $400,000 in coins. So I'm just kidding.
We need to talk. No, you could sell it for that, for sure. What do you think your kids are gonna do with all this? They gonna sell it? They ain't gonna bat an eyelash.
Who?
Your kids.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
So you ought to reap the
This is
benefits
true.
while you can. If there's rewards to be had, shoot you.
I guess a coin collection can be kind of, if you're not into coins and it's not sentimental to you. If you were a coin person and, because I've got a small album that my grandmother left me when she passed, and I don't think I would sell anything out of it, but it's just a little bit of money, we're just talking a peace dollar, a few things like that. There's nothing of any value in it, not to speak, so.
Make this look so easy and it's not.
Yeah, Shelly, I can't hear any of them beeps. I don't do beeps.
He can't hear high-pitched noises at all. Well, he can't hear nothing really, but
Huh?
yeah. Keep telling him he needs hearing aids and he won't do it. Make my life better.
Then I wouldn't have any excuses.
I know. That's the problem.
Yeah, for
All
me.
your excuses. I didn't hear you. You're right. It's that selective hearing. She sure made this look easier. And it's not. But I guess you get the idea.
Yeah, I guess you got to keep it in the real world there, Shelley.
What?
She said that would be about 15 years worth of salary for her.
Yeah,
so
exactly. He could sell it, trust me. I may have to put my foot up his bum to do it, but yeah.
Man, she is getting violent over there today. I can't wait till that Alabama game is over with.
Crap, yeah.
I can't wait till that Alabama game's over with and get her. She is driving me crazy.
It's not that bad yet. Oh, I can't wait till it's over too and we've won. If we don't win, it's gonna be bad. You think it's bad now?
Shelley said that's called husband ears.
Yeah, I believe it. But he actually does have a hearing problem. He uses it to the full extent, let me tell you. I repeat everything I say about 3 times because I'm so used to it.
Well, I have to admit that, you know, I am used to saying huh to everything. And so a lot of times, even if when I hear her, I still say huh because it takes me a minute for me to figure out what she said.
Register you actually heard it.
And so I just automatically almost say huh, whether I hear her or not.
It drives me nuts. Huh? Huh? Does that look like a rose?
Alice, she said, I could sell tickets to the show when you kick his butt. We'd make a fortune.
That's a thought. It's going to be sad around this house next week if Alabama doesn't win, I can tell y'all that.
Hey, I'll be back at work then.
Yeah. That was a good plan, because if we don't win, it's going to be a sad week.
That was perfect planning.
Sad week. And Georgia's got a good team, and they got a chip on their shoulder. They got a score to settle. Not going to be pretty.
Yeah, because it won't be a matter of Kirby Smart having to build his team up to beat Alabama this time.
They've got a great team.
You know, there's not going. I don't think they'll get any surprises this time. So.
Oh, I'm already nauseated. I still got 2 days to go before the game.
I think he'll be able to stay away from the Chief game.
Who? Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that at 3. It's on in 2 hours.
Now I have, you know, there's a lot of positive aspects to hearing aids. You know, I have heard that, you know, we have been dealing with the dementia issue, and I have read information that said that as you age, especially if you have hearing and sight related issues, your world kind of get closed in. You don't hear, and you don't pay attention as well, and it can aggravate the symptom for dementia because of the lack of input that your brain's getting. You know, you don't hear everything that you're supposed to hear or experience the world around you as you were meant to, and so having a hearing aid from that standpoint could be a positive.
Does that look like a rose? Something like that?
Oh yeah. You want me to get the opinion? I think it looks really like it. You ought to highlight some of the edges with a different color or something.
I thought about that on the next one. But see, look that.
Uh-huh.
Maybe look kind of.
Yeah. I think it looked like a rose. You did good.
Put it on the brim. I don't know. I'm gonna do another one. Do it red and put some of the sparkles on the outside.
Yeah. I thought that would look good.
Oh yeah.
I'll just crochet a rose to go on her bucket hat.
They make it look so easy on the video, and it's not. I'm tired of that now. I'm so bored.
Well, we got hour and 15 minutes till pause,
Yeah,
and
and then football too.
2 hours till football. 2 hours till football.
I'm ready.
The first game? That's the Chiefs game, right? Got to be, because Paul
I
said he
think
was.
so. 1 at 3 and 1 at like
Yeah.
6 or 7.
I think that's going to be the Chiefs game. Who are they playing?
I think the Broncos. Yeah, the Broncos. That's at 3:30, and then Cowboys and Eagles at 7:15 tonight, and that's our time, Central. So Chiefs and Broncos 3:30. And I can't wait to not have to watch rerun football games. And then there's like 15 games on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Keep me busy this week watching that.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can find some distractions in there.
I could do my yarn, like, organize it, but I kind of don't want to.
Okay, they're playing the Broncos.
Mm-hmm. I just said that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Chiefs and Broncos, and then Cowboys and Eagles tonight. There's a ton of players out though.
with COVID.
Oh, yeah. I can't even keep track anymore. There's so many. They flash it across the bottom of the screen.
We had a near miss on a house fire as far as losing everything.
Yeah.
We had a fire, but I was able to put it out before it got contained in a room. Wasn't it Rob that said, kind of hearing his story, that he lost all his in a house fire with one time and got away from collecting and got back in it again? Rob finds treasure. All right, last 3 pennies for this hunt, and I will do another mail check, and we'll start the nickels. Yeah, let's not go there, William. If it brings bad memories. I hear you, Shelley.
Yep.
Alright, that completed that box. Had a pretty good amount of copper or wheat pennies. Is that one? Yeah. We had a 56, 53, a 55D, a 58D, 57P, 55D, so that's 2 55Ds, a 56D, I know we had one in the 40s, there it is, 45P. That was the oldest penny of the bunch. We had 159, there's a 58D, and the last one was in bad shape. It was a 56, or 54. So, $10 total wheat pennies for the box, which is not a ton, I guess better than none. And the next box is going to be a nickel box from Pa. And there's Copper Owl sticker. I don't know if any of y'all saw me open up the box that I got from Pa, but this is what you have to deal with when you get coin from Pa. 40 yards of duct tape. He's the duct tape king.
Hey, it gets here all in one piece. That's all that counts.
Yeah, that was one of those Storage Wars finds where somebody would have been howling over that because they found such a good unit. That's sad. Yeah, I can. I can take it off for right now while I'm not looking at coins. How's that? box of nickels. One box of nickels. Be cool to have a buffalo ender, so let's look for it. I don't see a buffalo ender. It is well circulated. I see some older nickels there. He uses a lot of it. Roll number one for nickels. Now I am not good at seeing the war nickels. I'm gonna try to. That's not one. I'm not calling that one. No, that's a 73. I'm gonna see if I can spot the war nickel in the roll, if we find any. That's assuming that we find any. 64 original ATOG had a video, and he found a looked like a repunch mint mark. I never did really see it under the scope, but not sure if he has a scope or not. But it looked like a repunch mint mark. Hey, Treasure Hog, didn't see you slip in. Hope you're doing well. It looked old, but that's an 85. I looked at that coloring on the back. It looked old, but it's an 85. So if nothing else, you know, hunting nickels is reasonably priced for the box, and it goes a lot faster than pennies. It's easier to see and go through a roll. Okay, no finds in the first row. And now that I'm not Yeah, I want to see one of those too. I'm glad that one. I looked at that one on the edge, and I didn't think it was a war nickel. It's a 64, so I'm glad I didn't buy it on that one. Now the 2004 T has a double DDO opportunity. Crapola. That makes me mad, Shelley. She didn't get her package today. Come on, post office. It can't be that hard to get a package to New York on time. I can ship one to Washington State and it get there on time, and I can't get one to freaking New York.
Don't you have a tracking number on it? I know you do.
You said what?
You have a tracking number, right?
Yeah, I'm looking it up now
At
again.
least you can check on it. It may be because of the weather.
This is true, it could be, but there's neither rain, nor snow, nor sleet, nor ice, nor dead of night.
Yeah, keep at that. You let me know how that goes for you.
Supposed to be there by today.
That's great.
No, it's in Albany. It's not made it there yet. It's at the distribution center. Okay. Well, it's in the neighborhood. In the neighborhood. So I wonder if Paul got his package today. I think he's being so cautious right now as to, yeah, I hear you, Treasure Hog. It's like William was saying, it might be worth it to pay extra money for FedEx to guarantee that it goes out and gets there. This doesn't say out for delivery either. It's at the Fayetteville, Arkansas distribution center. So I don't know if that's where it is delivered from, where it goes from there to the route, or if that's just another stop for it to get to there. I don't know. So anyway, It's in Arkansas, Treasure Hog. And yours is in New York, Shelley. Okay, Rob. Doggone it. Yours goes to a postage box, P.O. box, I think, Rob. I don't know if that may be your regular mail drop. That's true too, William. So many COVID cases, I didn't think about that either. We just need to get back to normal is what we need.
This is our new normal, I hate to tell you.
Ours hasn't run yet. Okay, all right. Well, maybe it might be out for distribution then, if that's where it starts at. So, and Pa may hold it for a few days before he tries to open it too, which would not, would kind of be wise maybe. Can't be too careful. You only get one chance to do that right. Hey, LNW. LNW says hi, Allison.
Hi. I hope y'all are all having a good day. I'm making roses.
Yeah, you can't be too careful with that, Treasure Hog.
Yeah, you get to go back into a COVID mess when you go to work Monday, real.
Treasure Hog sent a big package to PCGS to be graded, and he sent it registered mail.
Yeah.
Don't see any silver edges. There's our, no, that's a 64. I thought that was a 54 to begin with. An 09. Is 09 nickels lower mintage too? Okay, cool. We'll count that as a fine then. I don't think my albums are going to be here today, though. It said it's still in Lexington, Kentucky. Let me run that number.
Between weather and COVID, I'm not surprised that the mail is running a little slow. I need a good movie to watch.
It's in Atlanta, Georgia. So I don't think we're going to get that today. Probably be Monday. Probably be Monday. Let's continue on if it's okay with everybody. We'll go till 1:30, and then I'm gonna take a break. Instacart me some groceries to go pick up, and I'll see you guys at pause. So we're gonna go to 1:30. So about 23 more minutes, and then we'll give everybody a break before pause starts. Now that one kind of looks silvery, but I don't know if I want to call that silvery or not. I don't think that's silver. That one's not. Nope, that's a 81. Just dark colored 81. So 3 rows in, no fines. Had 109, but no 50s or 40s or interesting coins yet. I think I'm gonna cook lasagna today. I haven't done lasagna in a while. No silver. Oh, sweet. I've got some nice 09s that I got from some of those mom and pop boxes I did. Got them here somewhere. Oh, that's my roll of Canadian pennies. These are all 09s. I hope he does. I hope he does, Rob. I'll be cheering for him.
Yeah, I will too. I'll also be praying for them. 'Cause that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. It's gonna be fine. That's good.
Ah. $63. Look kind of old. No fines. Not starting off like gangbusters. The bad thing about hunting nickels is they do go so fast. It doesn't take long to work your way through a box. Nothing standing out there. Checking these 2004s for the peas. P. Yeah, I agree with you. They're an easy box to get and hunt. And one of the things that I haven't ever found one, but one of the thing that I kind of look for to see if I want to look at it closer is the blunted serif on the 4, where it comes off in the middle there. I think on the DDO it has that kind of chopped off. So if I see something there, and on the 2 also. So if I see something there, I'll look at it a lot closer. I saw one on Rob's channel that he found during one of the nickel hunts that he's done. So they're out there. You gotta look for them. That's nice, Rob. Y'all look back on that one day and it'll be a special time for you. Got some older ones, not shinies. Got a good mix. Let's see what we got. No, I haven't, William. Hey, Allison, have you ever watched The Mystery of Blind Frog Ranch on Discovery?
No.
Treasure Hollywood said he just recently found it and he's hooked. He's on season 2 started last night.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, there's a bot. Thank you, Rob. Slow on the draw there. Do what?
I need something to watch.
Yeah, Mystery of Blind Frog Ranch on Discovery.
I'm looking it up. Mystery of Blind Frog Ranch.
Shelley said she likes it. It's great.
Okay, I'm recording it. Because there's only one bot on there right now, so I'm going to have to record it for a little bit. Let me see if I can watch it.
And there's an interesting colored one, but it's not silver. All right, this is last row, last call. We haven't found any in the 50s yet, no buffaloes. Oh, as soon as I go talking bad about it, pop the 57 out of there. There's our first find, a 57D. First find of the box is a 57, so maybe it'll heat up through these other rows. I'd like to find one of those buffaloes Paul's been bringing out. I told Paul I was going to keep score. I need to see if I can. I guess I can do it after the fact if I keep all my finds. He kind of wanted to compare it to the other boxes that he's been doing to see how it's comparing. Alright, that's it for that row. We did have one find. We have one 09 that we found, and we just found a 57. So we do have one find through the first 10 rows or so, box is kind of jumbled, so it's hard to tell what row I'm on. But anyway, we'll continue these on at another time, maybe in the morning. I don't know. Y'all look for me. Maybe I'll come on in the morning. What are y'all saying here? I'm talking about the show. I also like those ghost paranormal shows too.
Not in the mood for that though. I tried to watch some of that yesterday and I couldn't.
Alright, so that's going to be it for the day. Everybody check out Paul's channel. He'll be coming up shortly with his live stream. And he's got a ton of giveaways today. It's going to be a fun stream. It'll be a long stream. So we'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.
See you later.